In this tip, I'm talking about fixing a chicken wing. Now, a big part of fixing a chicken wing is understanding that you are going to hit some fat shots. Why are you going to do that? You're going to do that because you will be widening your swing arc. So if you start seeing fat shots, I want you to love fat shots. That's telling you the arc is getting wider. Think about it. If you're doing a chicken wing, you've started hopefully with your lead arm extended all the way down to the end of the golf club, and that is at ground level. Now, if you do a chicken wing, you're going to buckle your arm. So if you buckle the arm, see how the club comes off the ground. So the only way you're going to make contact if this is getting narrower is for you to dip down. Okay, you're going to have to dip down to make contact with the ball. So you've kind of trained yourself to do that, to make some kind of contact with a severely bent lead arm. So now what if you put a longer arm into that golf swing? Well, you're going to hit some fat shots. That would tell you, though, that the arc is getting wider. Because if you buckled the arm, why would it hit the ground? It's not going to hit the ground. Okay, so understand, you've set up with your lead arm extended. You're up at the top. People that do a chicken wing are hitting hard with their arms. They lock their arms and then contract the arm muscles. That makes this shorter than this. This is shorter than this. So now you have to dip down to make contact. Now we take this and we stretch it out. See? It's going to hit the ground behind the ball. So we got to widen or stretch out the lead arm to fix the chicken wing. How we're going to do that is we're going to slow down first off, because you're swinging 1,000,000 miles an hour, which will never work. Okay, so you got to slow down. You got to loosen up your arms. Got to loosen up your wrists. Okay, hinge, rehinge right here in your wrist. Hinge, rehinge. If you're going like this, chicken wing, you're not hinging and rehinging anything because everything is locked. So sit here, make an L, do a backwards L over here. Hinge, rehinge, just slow. Now from right here, what I would probably start doing is stretching the club out. Stretch. I've done tips on this in the past. We're trying to widen the arc back to a point where this arm is stretched out again when we hit the ball. But as you do that, you're probably going to hit fat shots. Do not see that as bad. That is what you want. That is telling you that the arm is getting longer. All you have to do once you're used to it is fix the fat shots. How do you do that? Well, all you have to do is get the weight off of your back foot when you hit the golf ball. If you're up here thinking about stretching your arms out, keeping nice and loose, you're not thinking about your body. So, of course, you're going to take this, okay, where you dip down, and you're going to jam it into the ground because you're not even thinking about using your body. But what happens is people hit a few fat shots. They go, oh boy, now I'm hitting fat. So you know what they do? They go right back to their other golf swing that sort of kind of makes at least contact, doesn't hit the ground, and they sit here with their chicken wing forever. It's like you got to see what's happening and know what's going to happen as you start to fix it. The flaw associated with fixing a chicken wing is fat shots because the arc is getting wider. You're used to narrowing the arc. Put a wider arc in, it's not going to fit because it's too wide. You're dipping down too much to make contact, and you've trained yourself to do that over the years. So after you hit a few fat shots, don't stop what you're doing. Do not go back to the chicken wing. all you have to do is start to move your lower body. Okay? I tell people right here, feel the heel. Right here. Instead of being flat-footed, so you've been hitting the ball like this, okay? Bent here, trying to hit, okay? Now I say stretch it out and you hit here because this is wider. But see, all the weight's on my back foot. Boom. Boom. It won't fit. All I have to do is get the weight off of this foot and then the arc clears. All right? So I know a lot of people out there are doing a chicken wing. It's almost, it's got to be easy 80% of everybody I see has some kind of chicken wing going on. If somebody doesn't have a chicken wing, that is somebody that started golf as a kid, okay? Because kids typically don't have a chicken wing. All right, so most people have a chicken wing. Most people never fix the chicken wing, when really it's not that hard, but you got to know what's going to happen as you start to fix it. All right, you're going to see some fat shots. Fantastic. That's what you want. That's telling you're stretching it out. Okay, sit here like this. Stretch. Wide, 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 wide arc. Keep the club away from you. Feel the butt of the club away. If you chicken wing, it's moving close. Okay, so you hit a couple fat shots. You go, wow, that's a great thing. My arc's getting wider. I'm starting to fix my chicken wing. But Paul just told me I gotta get the weight off my back foot if I want to clear the new arc. So you sit here like this, keep the same feeling, and right here, instead of thinking about stretching it out, you're gonna think about getting the weight off of this back foot. You're gonna lift this heel right here. Right here. Lift this heel at impact. Boom. Lift the heel. If the heel is lifting, your weight is shifting. So you've got the feeling, it's a loose feeling, stretch it out, wide, big wide circle. Then you sit here like this, you get to the top, lift the heel, and now you'll be hitting it dead solid. All right? Again, chicken wing, like this is one of the number one problems that golfers face. But they don't know how to fix it, and they're not being told how to fix it. It can be done, all right? I've had people with massive chicken wings that I have fixed in literally 10 minutes. Okay, but you got to see it a little bit differently. You got to do it a little bit different. Understand what's going to happen. Get used to some new feelings. Start doing that hinging and rehinging. Loosen up, okay? This is not about hitting with your arms. Your arms are just an extension from your body. Your wrists are very loose when you're hitting a golf ball. All right? Start to wrap your head around that concept. Start loving fat shots. And pretty soon, you got rid of your chicken wing. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now since 1991. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then click on this link right here or click the link in the description below, and I'll send you some free samples of my body swing book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.